From a suspect in Colorado stealing a police car in handcuffs to a chase in Florida that ended in a canine attack, these are the most satisfying police chases ever recorded. What you're about to see is the craziest police chase we have ever seen. It escalated from a routine police stop to a suspect stealing a police car while handcuffed in a matter of minutes. Responding to a shots-fired call, officers located a vehicle matching the suspect's description. As you might have guessed, the driver refused to pull over and a high-speed chase ensued.
379 slowed down, speeds of 28.
The police finally managed to corner the suspect's car. Officers forcefully remove him from his vehicle, immediately handcuffing and thoroughly checking him for any concealed weapons. With the suspect secured in the backseat of a patrol car, officers turned their attention to his vehicle. Inside, they found a loaded gun. As they were discussing their next steps, they had no idea the real shock was yet to come. In a daring and unexpected move, the handcuffed suspect slithered into the front seat of the patrol car. Before anyone could react, he started the engine and sped away. The officers braced themselves as a new chase began.
02, suspect just stole a CSP patrol car. He is eastbound, high rated speed on 50.
2 success. Phone lines are open. Call now. 336-8734.
And why happy?
Notified Penn County, we need stop sticks out for this vehicle. It is a marked.
For 15 intense minutes, the suspect led police on a wild pursuit. 2 attempts to stop him with spike strips had already failed. Finally, a state trooper successfully deployed a stop stick. Brace yourself for what's about to happen.
Good sticks. We got a ticket.
Please try again.
Miraculously, the suspect survived the collision but was heavily injured and writhing in pain. He was removed from the patrol vehicle and transported to a hospital where he later succumbed to his injuries. Luckily, the innocent truck driver involved wasn't harmed. On a quiet night at 3 a.m., a routine patrol turned into an insane chase that caught multiple civilians in its grip with dozens of close calls. Officers had spotted a stolen car, but the thief behind the wheel obviously refused to stop, initiating a high-speed chase. A brave civilian vehicle tried stopping the thief but failed. Then a police motorcycle took up the chase. Sirens blared as the thief narrowly avoided collisions with civilian cars. A patrol car closed in, nearly boxing him in, but had to swerve at the last minute to avoid a bus. The suspect almost shook them off through a hairpin turn, but more police vehicles joined in, determined to end the chase. In a daring move, the thief expertly swerved through 3 police cars attempting to corner him. Can the police even catch this slippery thief? Realizing he couldn't escape, he pulled over and made a desperate run towards a nearby grocery store, but officers were right behind him, quickly catching and arresting him. Later, the thief claimed he had tunnel vision during the pursuit and didn't remember much. It was revealed he had no driver's license and was suspected of carrying a gun. The 35-minute chase, filled with high-speed stunts and near misses, ended with him facing 3 years in prison. What you're about to see is the most chaotic police chase we have ever seen. This chase has it all, from illegal substances to a canine switching sides in the midst of a tense situation and tons of collateral damage. Police officers attempted to pull over a white Infiniti sedan driven by 23-year-old Isaiah Jamal Colley. Instead of complying, Colley accelerated, weaving effortlessly between two police cruisers. Colley barreled through a busy junction, narrowly avoiding a collision with a civilian truck. How long before he really hurt somebody? A civilian vehicle accidentally forced him onto the grass. Losing control, Colley crashed into an SUV stuck in traffic. The chase nears its climax, but there are still a few unexpected turns left. In a bizarre twist, a canine ended up attacking the police officer handling it. As Colley ran along the highway, a police cruiser managed to unbalance him, sending him swerving out of bounds. The canine sprinted past the suspect. At this point, it's definitely the trainer's fault. Upon arrest, Colley was found carrying 2 guns and 6.6 ounces of marijuana. He faced multiple charges, including hit and run, fleeing and eluding police, possession of marijuana, resisting an officer, and traffic violations. What you're about to see is the ultimate case of unstoppable force meets immovable object. In a chase that took a dramatic turn the officers involved will never forget. An officer ran the plates of a car during a traffic stop and discovered the driver had an outstanding warrant for missing a court date on a rape charge. When signaled to pull over, the suspect had other plans. Determined to escape, the driver navigated recklessly through the streets, colliding every step of the way. Officers deployed stop sticks, but they didn't slow him down. Watch as he tries to trick the officers by signaling a left turn, but going straight ahead instead. Clever? Not exactly. There's a red light ahead that might slow him down. Well, why would he care about endangering others? A police cruiser finally bumped his car's rear, attempting a precision immobilization technique. But unfortunately, he managed to regain control and sped off once more. It ultimately took 10 police vehicles to box him in. As the chase reached its climax, around 15 to 20 officers converged on the scene. The suspect stayed inside his car, swinging a knife, refusing to surrender. Later, it was revealed that the suspect had a long history of mental health issues, including schizophrenia and auditory hallucinations. He had been on a 15-year probation for a conviction dating back to 2006. Charged with fleeing a police officer in a motor vehicle and use of a dangerous weapon, he was eventually acquitted due to mental illness. The Miami police witnessed sheer recklessness in this chase, as 35-year-old Joseph took police on a wild ride in a stolen black GMC Denali, turning city highways into his personal racetrack. As the suspect attempts what can only be classified as a street race with the police, it becomes apparent the way Giannino is driving, his doomsday feels near.
We're gonna be eastbound 23. 23. I believe he's signaling for the vehicle right now. Alright, towards the turnpike.
The chase reached its climax when Giannino slammed into a carrier truck. The impact was so intense that the truck rolled over and the GMC came to a grinding halt.
Let me see your hands! Let me see your
for 2026.
Giannino attempted to flee on foot, but officers swiftly caught up and apprehended him. In just 60 seconds, he caused over $400,000 in damages and endangered countless lives. Already on probation for fleeing and eluding, Giannino now faces serious charges: aggravated fleeing and eluding causing injury, grand theft of a motor vehicle, leaving the scene of a crash, and driving with a suspended license. In a high-speed pursuit that gripped Miami Beach, a stolen Toyota SUV became the center of a dramatic chase that tested the patience of Florida Highway Patrol officers. At 7:30 p.m., officers spotted a stolen SUV driven by a 46-year-old Savalas cigar who had allegedly threatened the vehicle's owner with a hammer after demanding money. The chase kicked off with a black police car rapidly closing the distance to the fleeing SUV. In a tactical maneuver, the officer hit the SUV's rear end, causing it to swerve violently and almost roll over. Undeterred, the suspect weaved dangerously through traffic, blatantly running a red light as he tried to escape, endangering not only himself but other innocent civilians. The pursuing officer made contact again. Despite injuries from the crash, Cigar attempted to flee on foot but was quickly apprehended. He was taken to Ryder Trauma Center with non-life-threatening injuries before being taken into custody. Facing serious charges including grand theft auto, fleeing, and driving without a license, Cigar's bond was set at $11,000. Notably, the stolen vehicle lacked theft protection insurance, adding to the owner's distress. Luckily, no innocent civilians were harmed and the suspect was successfully brought to account. In another instance of Chevy drivers taking the police for a spin, watch as this driver turns a stop sign into an insane DUI incident, putting multiple lives at risk. A deputy on patrol observed a Chevy blast through a stop sign, nearly losing control as it struck a curb and veered into oncoming traffic. When the deputy activated his lights and siren, the driver made a split-second decision to run. In a blatant act of defiance, he tossed an open alcoholic beverage out the window and began crossing into the wrong lane, narrowly avoiding head-on collisions. The chase intensified as the driver brazenly flipped off the pursuing deputy.
50 miles an hour. Heading toward Marion County, he's flipping me off.
The suspect slammed on his brakes, trying to cause an accident, but reckless actions have consequences. Watch what happens next.
We're at 30, I'm pitting. Pit failed. Back up to 80. SHP's coming back up on me. Speed 70 miles an hour. Traffic light, roads somewhat wet. We're sure block now. We're coming up to 326. He ran me. He was running back.
Speed skyrocketed to 100 miles per hour, especially dangerous in a construction zone. A stop stick was deployed but missed its mark as the suspect swerved to evade it. The deputy struck the vehicle from behind again. This time, the Suburban spun out, but incredibly, the driver kept going. Additional units joined the pursuit. Another officer executed a successful pit maneuver, causing the suspect's vehicle to spin to a halt. The suspect was apprehended without further incident. It was later discovered that he had been involved in a similar chase earlier that day and was already on probation for previous offenses like DUI and fleeing law enforcement. Now he faces a slew of new charges, including fleeing and eluding, aggravated assault on an officer, reckless driving, and driving with a revoked license. Which chase was your favorite? Let us know down in the comments and subscribe for more.